Hey y'all, so I'm just gonna continue kind of where I left off in the first video. Um, Sorry, I'll figure out tomorrow how to make the recording last longer. I probably have to pay for a subscription or something. But I think I was rushing here and maybe confused a few people. So that -10 right there, I should have written that right here. This is where I was writing my answers. So this is that spot is position 12. If we're talking about like how to name each individual element, and then the answers are down here. These are the answers. Okay. So the next position here, what we would call this is 21. That kind of tells us, just as a refresher, that to get that spot, I'm going to take row 2 in my first matrix, and I'll multiply that by column 1 in my second matrix. So I'm going to highlight what those look like for y'all. And if you somehow are watching this first before my other video, you should stop and go back and watch the first one where I started going over these things. So um, for this position 21, I'm going to take row 2 in the first matrix and I'm going to multiply that by column 1. Okay, so what that looks like is I'll take -1 and I will multiply it by -2, taking those numbers. And then I'm going to add that to 2 times 3. Okay, -2 times -1 gives you a +2, and then 2 times 3 gives you 6. So 2 plus 6 gives you 8. So that's my answer right here for element 21. And then here, this is going to be 22. So I will take row 2 in the first matrix and column 2 in the second matrix. And I'll multiply those. So for my first one, I'm going to take -1, grabbing that from here, and I'm going to multiply it by -3. And then I'll add that to 2 times 5. Okay, so -1 times -3 gives me 3. And then 2 times 5 gives me 10. And 3 plus 10 gives you 13. So that would be my answer for element or term 22. So this is the answer. Just as a review, what you're going to do is make sure that the insides must be equal when you're multiplying. So here we have a 2 by 2 matrix and a 2 by 2 matrix. So because these two inside numbers are the same, I can multiply them. Okay. If they did not match, then it would be like an invalid or not possible set of matrices to multiply. So what you're going to do is you kind of figure out for each term in the answer matrix, what do I need to multiply? So the numbers actually tell you specifically what you need to do. And you'll have to multiply these two sets of numbers, or it could be more than that. And then you'll add them up. Hopefully that kind of is starting to make sense as you see the examples. Let me know if you have any questions.